farming is easy to romanticize and not really look at the dedication that's needed to sustain and continue to do this day in and day out.
Uh, 70 or 80 years ago, the farmers were growing organic. Before we had all the pesticides and herbicides, they didn't call it organic back then, but this is how they grew.
Everything kind of revolves around the plants and the animals.
It's a lot more intensive production.
There's no one school that teaches you how to be the best farmer.
You always question, you know, do I know what I'm doing?
Organic farmers aren't a dime a dozen here in the Carolinas, especially you know, in more rural regions. And yeah, those early years felt kind of lonesome.
So a lot of what has animated Carolina Farm Stewardship Association through its history is the ethic of farmers sharing information with one another, learning from one another, and understanding that we're all in this together.
We have been working in sustainable organic agriculture in North and South Carolina for 40 years.
Creating that agriculture community is really important, especially for beginning farmers, to be able to not feel so isolated and to have that communication.
And that involves technical assistance and actually helping farmers implement practices on their farms that will help them make them more sustainable over time.
To talk to other people with the same issues, and it's meant so much.
This was like a big erosion problem.
You know, from consulting, you know, on how to grow in the greenhouses to kind of environmental plans, you know, helping with erosion.
Seeing more farmers take advantage of this is really important for stewarding the earth better.
Conventional farmers, they'll, of course, spray before they plant, and they don't have to worry about, like, weed control, grass control.
When it's 95 degrees and, you know, 80% humidity.
In the heat of the summer out there with the hoe, you know, weeding, it's difficult. The other farmers in the area, they kind of think we're crazy. They don't believe in organic farming, and anyway, we're trying to prove them wrong.
Having more farmers doing these practices is really about our future and how our future generations will be able to do the same thing.
Anytime you take a step away from sustainable practices, such as spraying a pesticide, you're kind of putting up a barrier between you and that connection to the land.
Nice to know that what we've done goes beyond our farm. It's not just us that we're affecting other people and their health and their lifestyle.
When you see organic farmers pass on their farming to a new generation and say, yes, come back to the farm. This is a beautiful place to be. This is a satisfying place to be. It's what motivates me and the other people who work for Carolina Farm Stewardship Association. It's because we know that we are contributing something to people on whom we all depend.
I love it when I'll get calls from, you know, a customer, you know, and then that's the most incredible tomato. And that feels so good. I've had lots of other jobs, but this is the one every morning when I wake up, I'm looking forward to it. I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything.